If you are a senior or disabled benefit recipient or a spousal benefit recipient, then this is indeed a very important video for you. Whether you receive Social Security, SSI, SSDI, or spousal benefits, there are these 5 bills that can significantly increase your Social Security, SSI, SSDI, and spousal benefits. And remember that these 5 bills can be life-changing for millions of seniors and disabled Americans, and at the same time, it can become a headache for a number of disabled Americans. Well, what's in it and what you need to know and how these bills can change your financial situation, I'm going to give you each and every detail in this very important video. Remember that millions of seniors are struggling right now, and they only need one thing, that is some sort of relief from this administration, and they're looking towards President Donald J. Trump and as well as towards Social Security Administration. Well, let's see that what do we have right here. Going towards the first and a very important bill, this is known as Spousal Benefits Enhancement Act, and under this very important act, increases survivor benefits up to 100% of the deceased spouse's benefit. This is very important. Well, right now, widows and widowers receive 60 to 70% of their deceased partner's benefits. But under this very important Spousal Benefit Enhancement Act, they will receive 100% of that benefit. And you know what it would result? Well, it would result to $100 to $300 more every single month for these surviving spouses. This is huge because remember that millions of seniors are struggling, and especially these surviving spouses. And if they approve this very important act, it can change lives. Moving on with the next point, and this is very important, is also strengthens financial security for widows and widowers because they have to pay rent, utility bills, and there's various of expenses they have to meet in order to live life comfortably. But right now, many of these people are living under poverty, and now receiving 100% of the benefits will not change their life overnight, but it will give them some sort of breathing room, and this is very important. Then it focuses on lower income or non-working spouses. Yes, it's specifically tailored for low income and working spouses. For example, if someone has a kid that they need to take care of, or probably a disabled person that they're taking care of, or because of their health condition they're unable to work, this bill focuses on those surviving spouses. So you need to keep this in mind, and when it comes to this bill, it will certainly change lives, and we need to see that what Congress would do, because right now things are not looking good. But if they approve this act, it will certainly be a miracle for millions of surviving spouse, and this is important. Now, moving towards the next one, known as Earnings Tax Reform Act, and this is also a very important act. What it would do? Well, it would raise the annual earnings limit for early retirees. This is important. Actually, I've made some points and I'm going to tell you about this in detail. So what it does. So when it comes to this one, look at this. It actually, right now, every year, Social Security benefits go up based on the COLA, right? And the COLA right now, it's not sufficient, and we all know that. But when it comes to this, right now, if you start collecting Social Security before full retirement age and you also have a job, there is a limit on how much money you can earn before the government starts taking back part of your benefits. In 2025, that limit is $23,400 only. Can you imagine? $23,400. This is such a shame. Well, people who make $23,000, they live under the poverty guidelines right now. So how come they survive on 23,400. And you know what? If you earn more than that, then they will withhold a $1 for benefit, like $1 benefit for every $2 you earn over the limit. And this is shocking. So what it would do, look at this. Let me just zoom in it for you so you can see it properly as we are doing it live. So it allows recipients to earn extra $2,000 to $3,000 more per year without penalty. So of course, if they go towards $23,000 or $27,000, of course, it's not a lot, but something is better than nothing. It will give them a little breathing room so they can actually survive, pay their utility bills without worrying that their benefits will see huge cuts. Then, of course, it reduces benefit withholding for working seniors. And this is also our concern. Let me just tell you, because I've written the points right here. This reform would also reduce the amount of money they take away from your benefits when you go over the earnings limit. This is important. Instead of taking back $1 for every $2 earned, the penalty could be relaxed or possibly even removed altogether, depends on your situation. And this is indeed a very, very important act. And if it passes, it will certainly change lives as the previous act that we talked about, that is the Spousal Benefit Enhancement Act. Now, moving on with the next one, and I'm talking about the next point, by the way. Well, encourages continued part-time work or phased retirement. So what it means, of course, a number of seniors, they develop this problem that when they don't work, of course, the health conditions go worse. So now because of this, they can actually work part-time, pay their utility bills. They can take a side gig as well if they really want to work, or if they want to meet their basic life expenses, right? Such as their rent, if they have a mortgage, or probably utilities, and of course, prescriptions. This is something that we can never ever forget. Well, millions of seniors are struggling when it comes to paying for their prescriptions. Sorry for the pause right here. Moving on, the COLA adjustment bill, known as CPI-E. Let me just show you right here. And this is a very, very important bill, because if they approve this, then your social security check will be renewed, or you can say it will be a different check altogether. Why? Look at this. It shifts COLA calculation from CPI-W to CPI-E. Right now, what they do, they take the inflation number from working Americans. And what happens though, like if the inflation goes up on paper, they increase the COLA every single year, but it actually depends on the working Americans that how the inflation is hitting them. But when it comes to the seniors and disabled Americans, their situation is different. Well, remember, if they change this CPI metric, so right now they use CPI-W, right? And when it comes to the CPI-W, it's an outdated and you can say a vague metric according to a number of analysts and experts, and two very prominent names such as John Larson and Bernie Sanders. Both have their own proposal. One is Social Security Expansion Act, which we are going to talk about in this video, and the other one is Social Security 2100 Act. Well, in both of these bills, and they have different perspective when it comes to senior benefits, but in both of the bills, they are recommending to change CPI-W to CPI-E. So what CPI-E would do? Well, it better reflects healthcare and housing costs for seniors. So it will actually analyze that how much seniors spend, not the working Americans, but seniors spend on their rent, on their mortgage, on their utilities, on their grocery, on their prescriptions, and then it will come up with a new COLA number, which is great. You know, if they adopt this, indeed, it will be life-changing for millions of seniors. Moving on with the next point, as this is very important, excuse me. It could result in more consistent long-term benefit growth. So what's happening right here, according to a number of analysts and experts, if they adopt this CPI-E, you know what it would do? It will actually increase the benefits like by $300 to $500 a year, but at the same time, A number of experts are saying that if they really look into the seniors spending, they could increase the benefits by $300 to $500 every single month. Yes, you heard it absolutely right. This is shocking because according to these experts, these lawmakers and you can say a number of analysts who work for this new COLA and uses the CPI-W, they don't even know that how much seniors spend on their basic necessities because they have an extra expense known as prescriptions. They pay a lot of money on it. And when they actually analyze their seniors spending, it will not result in $300 to $500 a year. It will actually result in $300 to $500 a month. So let me know in the comments below. Do you support this CPI-E? The new COLA metric? Because remember, next month, in the month of October, the new COLA will be revealed. Right now the numbers are not looking good because according to the THCL, the Senior Citizen League, the new COLA increase, it's going to be around 2.7%. And well, we shouldn't have to talk about it because technically this medical Part B premium will eliminate the increase in benefits. So this is something that we need to keep it in mind, by the way. So moving on, Social Security Fairness Act. This is something that everyone is inclined towards. Well, this act and this bill is already passed. And you know, this is something that has started a new controversy because this bill is giving huge increases as well as a lump sum check to almost 3 million seniors, or you can say Social Security recipients. Why? Look at this. This Social Security Fairness Act eliminated weapon GPO. And this is important because this was approved by President Joe Biden or ex-President Joe Biden. Well, according to a number of analysts, this was his best work. Moving on, it increases, the average increase, by the way, approximately $360 a month. So by eliminating the weapon GPO, the average increase in the monthly benefits for these people who work in the public sector is going to be $360 a month. You heard it absolutely right, $360. So you can account it for like $3,600 in 10 months. This is huge. This is huge for 3 million public sector workers. And this is for like firefighters, police officers, teachers, postmasters and janitors. So the people who work in the public sector, who work in the government. Then retroactive lump sum payments issued for 2024. So you can times this $360 by 12 and they received a lump sum check. And a number of people actually received a check close to $6,700. You heard it absolutely right. And some received around $4,000, but majority of them actually received around $6,700. And let me know if you received one, by the way. Then it also increases, as I mentioned earlier, the benefits for teachers, firefighters, police officers, and other public workers because they were penalized because of these weapon GPO. It simplifies the benefit calculation for public retirees and restores full benefits for those unfairly penalized under previous rules. Well, the previous rules were indeed not up to the mark, and a number of lawmakers actually criticized those rules as well. But so as the new COLA, the existing COLA, I apologize for that, the existing COLA. Well, existing COLA is not up to the mark. They need to change it from CPI-W to CPI-E. So not just 3 million public sector workers, but all 74 million Social Security, SSI, SSDI, and surviving spouses can receive the benefits they deserve. Now, moving on with the next one. Well, this is of course live, so if I make any mistakes, I apologize in advance. Moving on. The next one is Social Security Expansion Act, and this is the most important one. And a number of seniors, you can say in millions, support this bill or act. Well, remember, and me personally, when it comes to my perspective and my point of view, this is the best bill yet. Look at this. Well, what it does, it provides an across the board $2,400 yearly increase or $200 a month. Well, this is huge. $2,400 a year. Well, let's not talk about a yearly increase. Let's keep it simple and talk about $200 a month. Just imagine $200 a month might not be enough for a number of people, means for working Americans who are still working, but for seniors and disabled Americans, this $200 is a lifeline. And that's why before I even move forward, I would like to ask you, do you support this $200 monthly increase under this Social Security Expansion Act? If you do, then write in the comment section, I support Social Security increase. Again, if you support it, then write in the comment section, I support Social Security increase, because remember, if you don't do anything, nothing will happen. Moving on, it applies COLA. Again, we talked about this. Applies COLA using CPI-E for more accurate inflation tracking. And this is shocking because according to the recent report from Gallup, the prices of groceries are up by 21% in the past 3 years, and the increase that millions of these seniors and disabled Americans received in 2025 is just 2.5%. Pure injustice. Then goes towards the lift. Payroll tax cap applies to income over $250,000. Actually, I want to explain it to you in the layman terms, as I've written the points right here for you, and this is very important. So when it comes to this bill, and this is the Spousal Act, I have written it somewhere right here. Yeah. So what it does exactly, it lifts payroll tax cap, applies to income over $250,000. So right now, if someone makes more than $168,600 a year, they stop paying Social Security taxes on any income above that. This is shocking. So if someone makes $1 million, they still only pay Social Security tax on the first $168,600, not on the rest. And that's where this bill emphasizes the millionaires and billionaires to pay their fair share. The bill says, let's start taxing income again once someone hits $250,000. So wealthy Americans would start contributing more to keep the system strong, and it doesn't affect low or middle income people at all. Let me know in the comments below. Well, do you agree with it? And well, of course, in general, if you think about it, then this is something that we should do it. We should have done, or we could have done probably 10, 20 years ago. But still, if it's not done, this is such a shame, because no one talks about seniors right now. Well, technically they talk about seniors, but they never do anything when it comes to their benefits. Then there's a looming danger, and I really want to talk about it. Look at this. As when it comes to this one, it lifts the payroll tax cap, applies to income over $250,000, but it extends trust fund solvency by decades. So right now there's a looming danger that, let's say 5 or 6 years from now, by 2032, I believe, the Social Security will go insolvent. Means there will be a huge cut in benefits, somewhere between 18% to 30%. Social Security benefits are already not parallel to the current inflation, and they around 5 million seniors right now receive below poverty level check in 2025, which is such a shame. Well, no one is doing anything about it, and this bill can fix it. Then, of course, it removed taxes on Social Security benefits for most recipients. Well, this is something that you can see this. President Donald J. Trump already did something amazing, eliminated taxes on Social Security, and you can see a lot of posts on internet and a lot of videos that they're saying that there's no tax on Social Security. Well, let me just tell you, it's not true. Still, around 20% Social Security recipients pay taxes on their benefits, which is such a shame. So this bill will actually eliminate probably 90% of it. Still 10% will still pay still pay taxes on their benefits. But there's another bill from Representative Gallego, And under that very important bill, they're asking for 100% taxes elimination for millions of these seniors. Well, this is what I wanted to talk about in this video. If you appreciate our content, if you like this video, then don't forget to smash the like button. Again, if you like our content, don't forget to hit that like button on this video, subscribe to the channel, because we upload videos every single day for you with this extensive research. It literally take hours for us to come up with this details and developments and updates for you. So make sure that you subscribe to the channel, click on the bell icon, smash the like button, and don't forget to share this video with your loved ones if they want to know about these very important bills. And let me know in the comments below, what do you think about these bills, and what do you think, which bill is actually beneficial for seniors right now? Do you think it's Social Security Expansion Act, or the other bills like Social Security Fairness Act, which was already passed, or the COLA adjustment, that is CPI proposal, or Earning Tax Reform Act, as well as the Spousal Benefit Enhancement Act? Well, two bills that I personally really like is this Spousal Benefit Enhancement Act, which it will help the surviving spouses, and at the same time I love the Social Security Expansion Act, because seniors deserve some sort of relief as soon as possible from this administration. Well, if you have any questions at all, then please let me know in the comments below, and I'll be happy to answer each and every question of yours. I will see you in the next video very soon. Till then, please take care and have a nice day.